Now, I'm not sure if this sound is working this time round. It looks like the sound is up. I don't know what happened last time round, but let's see, we're up. Well, it's important that people are going to hear the sound. I don't know what happened last time where there was no sound. Let's see. I want to hear I should normally do hear my voice. Yep, we've got sound. Okay, yep, the sound is up. I've missed a few of my followers and viewers that were on. My apologies for that. I don't know why the sound was the way it was, but I'll start the session again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Ingram Jones, as you know, and thank you for watching another of my shows, which is the BaylorIC TV boxing channel. It's a bit annoying. I've had to start this all over again. It looks like I was doing 20 minutes into a show and there was no sound. There's definitely sound now, so I will start again. I'll have to go right from the start. For those of you who do or do not know, this is my second boxing coaching session back in the world of boxing. It's been a while. Yeah, so it's my second session back, and I'm just glad to be back now in it. So I do these videos at the end of the boxing session to review how the session went. I've still got lots of adrenaline pumping through my system, and I like sharing my boxing experiences with you guys and girls out there in the boxing world. So it's not just somebody who reports about it. It's not just somebody who has boxed himself, but it's now somebody who's given something back to the community and had some great teachers around, and no doubt there's some other great teachers that I want to be able to learn something from. But back, I'm here, so we've got sound, so we can kick on. So lesson number 2, or class number 2, or session number 2, one of the fundamental things that decision I had to make before I started my classes was to make a difference between boxer size and boxing classes. And I really wanted to go down the route of a boxing class because I wanted to teach the fundamentals correctly. And whereas, look, if you want to keep fit class, go do keep fit. If you want to run around a hall and do all sorts of crazy things and get yourself fit, that's great. But if you're not throwing punches correctly, if you're not good footwork, then there's really no point. You've got to have your footwork. So that your footwork's got to be correct. You've got to get that right first. You can be the biggest puncher in the world, but if you have got no footwork, you've got to be able to get in, get out, and learn angles. So this is week number 2. So bigger hall for a start. The last week we were in a small hall, confined hall. This was a huge hall, just a huge hall, a sports hall. This coaching session was I'm in Ireland at the moment. For those who don't know, I'm in Ireland, the west of Ireland. So right, so the session is 32 kids, young people aged between 14 to 16, or say they're at boarding school. They're at a boarding school I'm coaching at, and the children or the young people are from Spain, Italy, and America, Africa, China, Japan. So we've got a nice mixture of young people. But last 32 was last week, 34 was this week. So quite a big group again. 2 new teachers coming again this week. Was good. 2 female teachers and 1 male teacher, in fact, came on afterwards. So I'll get straight into it. Girls came in, so got them on the line, got them jogging round on the green line, on the outside of the green line, jogging round one way, then jogging the other way. And the girls, pretty good, got themselves know the space now, how to jog forward and how to jog back. This week I got them just getting their hands up, hand chin down, and just jogging there, jogging. So just get into the habit of bringing the hands up and just touching the chins. Touch your chin, bam, bam, very lightly when they're jogging forward and then jogging back. Just touching the chin, and then throwing the punches forward. Boom, 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 forward, and then back, going back, doing it. Boom, boom, bam, bam, bam. So making sure the distance going forward, the distance going back. So it was quite good. I got them doing that, which was nice. And of course, the guys were late. So when the guys came in, they're all posturing around. You know, they're walking in late. Of course, I'm sarcastically clapping, slow clapping. And they're walking through. And they're taking a bow, and they feel it's great to be late. So I'm just watching them, watching the body language of these guys. I'm thinking to myself, right, see what they do. So I've got the girls to sit down because I didn't want the girls doing exactly what the guys would have to go and do again. So I said, you know, you girls sit down and just watch this. So the guys come around now. Let's say, guys, can you just run around on the green line? So here they go, running around the green line. You watch these guys. It was like a comedy. The guys running together, side by side, stuck like if they'd come out their mum's womb together. And then the next minute are running and bouncing into one another. It was just chaos. Someone watching these guys said, guys, can you run around on the outside of the green line and keep on the green line just on the outside? Again, they can't do that. So I said, no. So they're still posturing and stuff. So I said, you know what? I had to take guys quickly, because if I don't take the steam out of them, they are going to be seriously disruptive. I've got to get these guys engaged straight away. So what I do, I can shout and scream at them, but that is not going to work because they ain't listening. So what I need to do is gain their respect straight on. So I got them on the line. I said, all right, guys, see these three pads, or 4 pads. It was 4. I used the pads, the mitts, as cones because of different colored mitts. Let me just check very quickly, see if my sound is up now. I'm sure it is up now. What do you mean? No sound. Still no sound. How can there still be no sound? I don't get this. No, there's sound. Sorry, Terrence, there's sound this time. So, as I was saying, so the guys, I got them on the line. I said, right, guys, you have to now come up to the pads and back. And I said, the last person to go back after the 4 relays of 4 does some press ups. Now, I don't usually do relays. Not really. But this was to take the sting out of what the posturing, you know, they make them focus on what they're here to do. So I got them up and back, up and back, up and back. I said, actually, I lied. You know what? I want you to go up to the back of the hall and back. So they're up and back to the hall, up and back at the hall, up and back at the hall. So 4 times. By the time they got back to the green line, they're like, really tired, really tired. And, you know, I was like, good. So now I've got your attention. You're no longer on the gym like some, you know, you're actually listening, you're engaged. So I've got the guys up, I got them into 4 lines where they've got the 4 boxing mitts. I didn't have any cones at the time. I only thought about last minute. So I got the 4 mitts out, which signify the 4 lines, A, B, C, D. So I got them all on lines, got them to be all side on. So they're all side on like this. So okay, this is what they normally like to start. When they, for some reason, I don't understand it, they all seem to want to start boxing like that. I don't get it. So all this is open here. All this is open here. So I get them to be side on there. So what you basically, it's hard to show it on the camera, but basically it's side on. Let me try this one. So if it was southpaw, you'd be side on there. So you don't see much of me. Right, there you side on. Yeah. So when I'm boxing, you side on. A bit different because I'm not southpaw, but side on there. There, side on. As opposed to being chest on. Side on. So I get them all side on from last week's session. And then from them being side on and the 4 cones or the 4 mitts, I get them to slide from side to side. So I might say pink to white, which is the color of the mitts. So they go from slide in between the pink mitt, from pink on the 4 lines, they slide in between one another. But they don't slide. The slide would be one way or across the other way. In boxing stance, sliding from one to the other, keeping the hands up. So then to confuse them a little bit more, I might get them to when they land on the cone itself or on the mitt, then I get them to shoot 4 punches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then move to the next cone or next mitt. So they're just moving. So it's just footwork, and then putting punches together. So I might say them, okay, white mitt, 4, slide back, slide across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, back, and then across. So they slide across one another on the 4 groups or 4 lanes. So I see it, got them working in their footwork a bit more, hands up, got them throwing the left jab and the right hand. We went and recovered that. Some of the guys weren't there from last week and the girls, so we got them doing that. Then I expanded on the session from last week to this week. Let me check again. The name of messages. Sorry, my volume was turned low. Okay, good. So it was not me. Good evening, Terence. Hope you're well. So, you know, hands are up. They've got the hands in positions up. Hands are nice up and tight. And I've now got them shooting the left jab and the right hand and bring it back. That's the thing. Making sure every time that the left hand is going out, it's being brought back. Every time they're throwing the right hand, it's being brought back. Very important things. So we did that, and I think we established that from last week. For those people who were there, they were quite good at bringing their hands up because they knew what was coming afterwards. And then the guys with the pads, or whoever had pads at the other end, they were taught how to hold the pads correctly, not having them here or there, but making sure there's a nice distance and they're nice in the boxing stance and a nice distance. And a lot of people like to use the pads, and they used to, when they catch the punches, catching the punches, which I'm not keen on. You see a lot of that happening, but I don't want to see that. What I want to see my fighters driving punches through. My fighters, or people taking punches, driving the punch straight through, so that you're up, the knuckle is going right through. I don't want to be catching the shot, because then I want to know. I want them to know that they're touching right through, making full contact, not punching at the target, because you get them then practicing at the target because you're just catching it all the time. So they go through the target, bang, hit the target through. Yeah. So I take the sting off it. But I don't catch it. So it seems coaches do that, which I don't know. Me personally, I'm not quite sure what's achieved by that. I'm sure that some coach will argue me and tell me different, but technically I like to see them. I like to see my fighters, like I said, drive the shots through. Just as much as speed and power, but good technique. So I've got them doing that, and that was quite good. Then I've got them, obviously, when they throw the hand back here, bring the hand down, getting lazy. So I said, all right, if they get lazy, if you see them doing that, the guy who got the pad, don't worry about it. Just make sure you swing and hit the shoulder of their left hand. So when they bring it down here, so they were coming up and they're throwing the jab and leaving it out there, or not bringing it back, really sloppy. So I said, right, crack them as hard as you can on the shoulder. Woo! You wouldn't see people bring their hands back up so fast, because they then realized something was coming back at them. I said, listen, this is boxing. This is not drama. We're not simulating things. We're going to make things happen. We're going to make you realize that when you get to a certain distance with an opponent, or you get distance with your your partner, you have to understand you're in a danger zone. You can't just stand in there and just throwing silly jabs or throwing silly punches. When you're getting in, there's an intention of why you're getting in, and when you're getting out, there's a reason why you're getting out. And if you're sticking around, there's a reason why you're sticking around. And then throw up, you're setting something up. You're not just standing there, or you're throwing sloppy punches. You know that something's coming back, so you're engaging. You're understanding very early on that you're doing a boxing class here, and it's not just about me throwing punches. Why am I throwing the punches, and what do I have to look at for coming back? So that's what we worked on today. And then I took it up another notch, because I had the people from the class from last week that were pretty engaged, and they kind of got that quite well. So I said, well, I've got to take this to the next level. So for those who didn't quite get it, I kind of get it. So they was like mentor and student, and to kind of switch it around a bit. So there was a bit more of that. So I got them paired up this time. So I had a bit more. Slightly frustrating, because you've got people in the group that just want to talk. Don't know why they find that they have got to talk about Emmerdale Farm on Coronation Street or Justin Bieber in the middle of my class. I don't know why they have to do it. I find it highly frustrating, disrespectful to those who are disrespectful to me, and disrespectful to themselves. So what I do, I just say, you sir, come here, stand in the middle of this group, explain to the rest of the class what I just said, and they don't listen. So what I try and do at the end of the session, or in the session, as we go to break down a skill point, I get them to practice a skill point themselves, and then at the end of that skill point doing it, they do demos in front of me, in front of the whole group. So they better get it right. They better get it right. Well, if they don't get it right, they're still clapping. So, you know, even if you're trying, it's good. A lot of these people lack a lot of confidence. Just really lack confidence. So it's not about slating people saying, oh, you're not doing this right, you're not doing that right. It's about building people's confidence. And, you know, so you are looking to get fundamentals correct, but at the same time, you're looking to build people up. You know, I didn't get that when I was boxing. Certainly, all the trainers I've known, all the trainers I've known, they've been quite miserable gits, to be honest. Great trainers, miserable gits, in the sense that there's no smiling on their faces. They're always miserable. They're never happy. They never have anything good to say about you. And even if you're doing well, they don't let you see. And that is something I've never, ever agreed with in boxing. Miserable trainers. Don't worry, they kind of brought the best out of me, but like a negative, positive way. And if I'm negative to you, you get positive back. But I'll talk about it another time. I just find it very frustrating. But anyway, that's not the way I coach, and I don't feel that's positive, to be honest. I want somebody to bring the best out of themselves because it's a positive input I put in. I expect positive to come back. I don't think being negative and downgrading someone is going to bring positive. It'll bring a negative positive. In other words, that a negative positive meaning that they're showing something positive because of a negative reacting after a negative input. So I've said to you, you're worth nothing. So then you try to prove to me that I'm worth something to make myself valid. At the end of the day, by doing that, you will only respond if I'm disrespecting you. That does nothing for self-esteem. I know a lot of boxing trainers do it. I don't agree with it. And if one boxing trainer can justify it, to be fine, but I don't agree with it. Anyway, moving on. So this week, went to take it to the next level. So what I did, I got them now after moving forward, back, jab, right hand, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. What this time I got them to throw 10. So get up, throw your 10 shots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then that to get out of there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get out of there, so drop back. And then what they had to do is block. So I'm doing this for you here, but that's not how they're standing. Your hair, they're going to block. So here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when the shots were coming to the body, there. So that's why I told them to hit the body. 1, 2, 3, 4. They were just sliding. So the shots were sliding off the pad that way, that way. 1, 4, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Step back, defend. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they had to be aware of the punches going out and something coming back at them if they didn't have their hands up, and then they had to step back out of position and out of harm's way and prepare to defend because the person was throwing pad shots back at the body. So that was pretty good. They seemed to enjoy that a lot, getting them to throw punches out and then have to think about distance, timing, speed, footwork, defense, learning how to practice rolling instead of blocking, just rolling with shots, catching shots. So we did that, and that mainly was it. So I think I spent, if I was gonna mark my session out of 10 today, I would mark it 6, 5.5, 6. And I'm quite a harsh critic of my own self, but simply because I think I spent a little bit more time giving the attention to people who were talking. So I think my session was spent altogether, my 60-minute session was spent focused on people who were talking too much and not engaging in the session. So I said to them, next week, if I see any of that, I'm slinging out the class, because 95% of that class are engaged and they want to learn. There's the other set of people, and it's a boarding school, so you know, when you've got a situation like that happening, you know, they're coming to class, they're coming to do boxing because the alternative is to sit and do homework in a classroom. So they'd rather get themselves into the boxing class. So it's good. I enjoy it. Really enjoyed the sessions a lot. It's been very helpful for me, I guess, just to get back into things again. And I'm gaining. I think I'm learning a bit more. I think I'm going to definitely go and probably do some more coaching classes to go to the next level, maybe, possibly. I'm thinking about that. So it's good. I really do enjoy talking about what I've done. I think it's just good to reflect and just talk about things and relax, and because it's got such adrenaline still flowing through your system. Yeah, so I give myself a 6 for that. Probably next week or the third week, I might start incorporating some hooks or some uppercuts. May just do the left jab, the right hand, step back, left hook, right hand. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But good to see they're keeping their hands up. Good to see the distance and timing and trying to get forward and get back. You know, get in, throw a chance to get out. That was quite nice. And most of them are listening, so it's good. And when I'm doing the demos and going around seeing, you can see the improvements that have been made. And one of the guys last week that said, you know, oh, I don't like boxing. The same guy came back this week and was fully engaged. He was the best student, one of the best students in the class. I was like, right, I didn't get it. So got a couple of girls in there that hit very hard and throw correct punches, which is really good as well. So there's some positives there, some positives. Enjoyed that. What do I have to say next? Yeah. So enough of that. Moving on very quickly, I want to talk about some videos I uploaded. First video I'm going to talk about is obviously that one I did about PR and boxers and public relations. I will make it categorically clear this video has got nothing to do with the Furies. I have to make that clear, and I made it clear before. I didn't make it clear. I haven't uploaded any interviews because I just haven't been well, but now I'm kind of getting back into the swing of things again. I'll be getting a few interviews up. I'm going to try and chase a few people up and get a few interviews. So that's just clearing that up. Gennady Golovkin and David Lemieux, the fight is this weekend. Let me tell you something about Gennady Golovkin. I'll do another video on it. This guy is he's a bad man first, and they're trying to make him into a good guy. This guy is a psycho. This guy is a psycho. I understand it. This guy is a bad man with bad intentions. He, you know, they call Jermaine Taylor bad intentions, but this guy, Gennady Golovkin, he's got bad intentions. He enjoys hurting people. Understand this. Gennady Golovkin enjoys hurting people. Now, I watched a face-off between him and Lemieux. Lemieux's looking at him. Now, I'm wondering if Lemieux, now looking at him, is Lemieux smiling at him saying, you don't know what's coming your way? Or he's smiling at Gennady to say, boy. Because I went back and looked at a couple more tapes of Gennady Golovkin, and I went back and looked at just from a different eyes now. After watching that go, there was a moment. There was a moment in that face-off that Lemieux's talking about Gennady, and Gennady's looking like this. And that, some people have to, there's some boxers in the world that have to put that on. Gennady has looked at the guy like this. And say, you better not say anything. You better not say anything that's, you know. So I will do another video about it. I'll probably do another video about it in a minute. But yeah. For Lemieux to win this fight, thinking about it now, for Lemieux to win this fight now, he's got to get Gennady on the back foot. I mean, literally, from the first minute of the first round, he's got to get on him, get his back against the ropes, and don't give Gennady any room to throw them shots. If he gives him any room, he could be out of there, Lemieux. So, congratulations to Liam Smith against whoever that guy was. Congratulations, world champions. Good to see him. Not sure how far he'll go as WBO champion, but congratulations to him. Terry Flanagan looked good doing the business. Yeah, he looked pretty tasty. Yeah, so I think that's about it to talk about. I've got to get on and get some interviews done. My apologies for those people who missed the show. I don't know what was going on with my sound. If you wonder about the background, this is my wife's office. not mine, but I just thought I'd come in here and just for a change of scenery. Okay, that's about it. A short show tonight. I'm going to keep them down to half an hour. That's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, leave your comments, share the video, and thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, no. Yeah, bye.